Hey everybody, this is Guile again. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about building a Space Marine army. Now, I mainly just want to share a bit of advice I got from somebody once that really seemed like something quite obvious, but it never occurred to me. Now, when I very first started playing Warhammer, it was about 15 years ago, and I started with these boys right here, the Blood Angels. Now, someone who's been around as long as I have probably recognizes these old guys. Yeah, this was my first squad I ever painted. Been running them for years. Started off with the Blood Angels. Next Space Marine chapter I created was the Crimson Fist. Now these guys have served me very well. Went to Ard Boys a couple of times with them. Have won me countless tournaments. Really done well for me. But one of the tournaments, I was actually talking to a guy about Space Marines, and he had made his own chapter. And I was talking to him a little bit about it, and he brought up a point that was just so obvious I never thought of, on why you build your own chapter. Because, well, my Blood Angels will always be Blood Angels. My Crimson Fists will always be Crimson Fists, because I'm a bit of a fluff player. But these guys, my own chapter, my own colors. Yes, they're Dark Angel models, but these guys aren't stuck being Dark Angels, even though they're Dark Angel models. By creating your own chapter and your own color scheme, it allows you to switch. And when I say switch, let's talk a little bit about the Space Marine Codexes themselves. Now, I started off with good old Codex Space Marines. Let me fix my tripod here. The generic fluff Space Marines dedicated to the Ultramarines primarily, but also the Crimson Fists, the Imperial Fists, Salamanders, and others. But there's more than just that. You got your Space Wolves. Very close combat oriented, a very balanced book. Personally, actually my favorite Space Marine Codex. I have a Space Wolf army too, but they're not fully painted, so I didn't put them up on the table. You got your Black Templars. Very flexible, very close assault-oriented army. Your Blood Angels, as I spoke about earlier. And now, your Dark Angels. So you have all these different armies to go off of. So, with these guys, they could be any of them. Since I made my own chapter, I can go in there and state, these are Space Wolves, they just have a different paint scheme. A different chapter that uses the same mentality. I could use them as Dark Angels, I could use them as Blood Angels, I could use them as Black Templars. The same tactical squad can be used at any one of these army lists, except maybe the Space Wolves, and you know what? Take him out, now they're legal for Space Wolves. So, I really encourage people building Space Marine armies. The fluff is nice, the stories are nice. If you want to do it, by all means do it. Make your Crimson Fists, make your Blood Angels. But if you make your own chapter, your own color scheme, they could be Blood Angels, they could be Space Wolves, they could be Dark Angels. Buy the models. It allows you to mix match them and use whichever army list you want at that time. You won't quite be tied down fluff-wise. Because I couldn't bring it to myself to use my Blood Angels as anything but Blood Angels. I'm a fluffy player. That's just kind of the way it is. But it's just a nickels worth of free advice. Take it, don't. Maybe you guys have some other ideas, some other comments. Please leave them below. Let's share. Happy gaming, and you guys have a great time. Thanks. Bye.